In a few weeks, it'll be 2020, which means the teens are over. We're calling it the teens, right? It has been the teens.
Now we're going from puberty into adulthood. Let's talk about the Wii U.
Why is the Wii U bad? It seems like self-evident because it's just like, look at it. With this camera, it's just going straight up your nose because it's sort of like stuck in between like childhood and adulthood if the Switch is an adult.
Yeah, it's you know, it's puberty Wii. It's puberty Wii. It's awkward. Bad gadget. So here's another bad gadget from the past, the Windows Surface RT. It was running Windows 8, which we all know is terrible, but on top of that, it was running a jank version of Windows 8, Windows RT.
It's so thick too. It was like really slow.
Miserable to work with.
Like it looks like they're keys, but they aren't keys. They're just like touch surfaces.
And this thing is really heavy and I've got a wrist sprain from just holding it up.
The Mac Pro.
Oh my God, look at this trash can.
Yeah, pretty design, also looks just like a trash can. It was supposed to appeal to creative professionals, and for some it was a really good machine when it came out, but the problem was you couldn't actually upgrade the components.
Oh my God, it's so heavy. So you're basically just stuck with what it comes with.
Yeah, pretty much. And when it came out, it already had like kind of old components in it, so it wasn't like that future-proof.
Man, Apple, that's pretty shitty.
The Amazon Fire Phone.
Oh man, there's like 4 cameras in each corner, and like who needs that many cameras?
Is also running the Fire OS, which I think is the worst operating system ever invented.
Yeah, so that means you're just gonna get like the Silk browser, because who uses the Silk browser? You're just getting Amazon branded apps, which is really stupid.
Another feature is Firefly, which basically lets you use the phone camera to identify products and then quickly buy them on Amazon.
I hate that so much. Oh my God, capitalism is bad enough. That's terrible.
Well, the Amazon Fire Phone was so bad that in less than a year, Amazon was actually just giving them away. They were selling them, I think, for 99 cents. Here's a blast from the past. Gear VR.
This was like one of those devices where it was at the height of VR headsets coming out, like Google Cardboard, Google Daydream, where it was powered by a phone. So you just put it in there, but that just meant like you were getting more limited VR experiences.
The Oculus was still too expensive and maybe still even in development. So like real VR didn't quite exist, but everybody was excited about it. So all these companies were like, oh, we'll give you a VR experience and it's gonna be terrible.
You know, when this was out, you know what else was out?
What?
The Note 7.
Oh,
so
I remember that gadget.
If you wanted an exploding phone right in front of your face while you're playing VR, not knowing if your eyes are gonna get blown out, that's the Gear VR for you.
That's another bad gadget.
That was
from the teens.
A really bad gadget.
It was banned on airplanes because it could blow up and cause the plane to crash. And then Samsung tried to recall it and reissue it, but the phones just kept exploding. That was just like unbelievable.
They totally botched it, totally rushed it, just wanted the bad press to go away as fast as possible, and in so doing, created more bad press.
I wish we had a Note 7 with us, but I think we had to send it back to Samsung for fear that it might explode.
Got another sad boy for you.
Sad.
So sad. It's the 12-inch MacBook. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's light. You'd think this would be the successor to the MacBook Air, but it's really expensive and it's so wimpy inside. You got a beautiful display, you got this.
It's hard to type on. The keys are so shallow, there's like almost no travel. But the worst part is if like a tiny speck of dust or crumb gets stuck under a key, it breaks it, and you can't replace a single key. You have to replace the whole keyboard. And the worst part about all this is that Apple actually took this terrible design and then ran it on all of its MacBooks. So now like all the MacBook keyboards suck, and it's all because of this sad 12-inch MacBook. This started that whole nightmare. I'm thinking of another bad gadget, but it's actually a whole category of bad gadgets. Modular phone. LG tried it with the G5. There is a tiny button here. You push it, and the bottom pops off, and the battery comes out.
Huh.
And then to add stuff, you have to somehow like get the battery off or put a new one. It's so unclear how this works, I want to die.
Yeah, like the whole point of making a modular phone that works well is that it's intuitive, it's easy, it's fast. The HomePod.
Apple was super late to making a smart speaker and then made a really crappy smart speaker.
Siri will just jump in when we're not talking about her and be like, oh, hi, you want to play Dolly Parton? Let me play Dolly Parton. We are not talking about Dolly Parton. In fact, I think at the time we were talking about Kanye. So that's just, you know, of the digital assistants, Siri is absolutely the worst.
You could get a much better speaker for $350, but instead, Apple wants to sell you the HomePod with a built-in psychopath.
So, we've had an incognito bad gadget this whole time. It's this thing.
What?
This is the Google Levi commuter trucker jacket with jacquard version 1. So this is a smart jacket and it comes with the Google Jacquard app. What makes it smart is this little dongle right here, except it's not very little, it's pretty big.
No, it looks like you stole that jacket and left the security tag.
Yeah, it really does. So like the jacket itself is cute, but you use this dongle that, by the way, you have to charge. You have to charge your smart jacket before going out. And you can like use gesture swipes on it to control your music and some other stupid features like that. This is the future, baby.